Students, whatever homework is given to you, you have to submit it on the very next day between 8 am to 1 pm to the given WhatsApp number, and it is compulsory to submit your homework as your attendance will be marked on the basis of your submission.
Good morning students. Today I am going to start chapter number 5, staffing. First introduction of it. At the end of 19th century, dynamic management leaders realized that in production, staff is more important than machines. As a result, they realized the need for a scientific system for employees' recruitment, selection, appointment, promotion, transfer, and training. Now, meaning and concept. Concept in a wider sense. Staffing includes recruitment, selection, training, promotion, transfer, and post-retirement activities. Which functions are included in staffing? Staffing includes recruitment, selection, training, promotion, transfer, and post-retirement activities. This question is important for 2 marks. Now, characteristics of it. First characteristic, it is an important function of management. Staffing is also one of the important function of management like planning, organizing, directing, coordinating, and controlling. It is a perennial process. Perennial means continuous process. Organization cannot exist without employees. As long as organizational activity exists, employees and staffing will also exist. Third number, it is concerned with human relations. The main objective of staffing is to acquire the right employees and make the best use of them. Employees are the living factors of production. They have feeling and self-respect as it is related with a human element. Staffing is dynamic process. Because of staffing, all activities of an organization become dynamic. It is related with other managerial functions. Other functions like planning, organizing, staffing, coordinating, controlling are closely related with staffing. Sixth number, it has a wide scope. Staffing is not only an activity for labor welfare, but it is also concerned with acquiring, training, and maintaining personnel, and it also work for their development. Seventh point is MCQ question. The expenditure incurred for recruitment, selection, training, and development of the staff is not an expense, but it is an investment. Now, importance of staffing. Staffing occupies an important place in the process of management. It has an important place. As more industries have been developed, the importance of staffing has also increased. Any organization without staff is like a mere skeleton. The inanimate machines can increase production, but employees can give even better results. In comparison to other factors of production, the future of a business enterprise depends on its staff. Staffing is the only living factor of production. Staffing is only living factor of production. Personnel cannot be considered as a physical resource and machines because they have feelings, self-respect, intelligence, understanding, and different skills. An expert has rightly said, mind your man, man will mind everything for you. Now, following points will clarify the importance of staffing. First point, it is a driving force. Contented and efficient staff is considered with the driving force of an organization. Only an efficient staff can accomplish the objective of business along with other factors of production. It is a dynamic process. Staffing infuses dynamism into business and performs all the activities of the business. Important for the other functions of management. Important for other functions. Other managerial functions like coordinating, directing, controlling, planning cannot success without the proper staffing. All functions are depend on it. Fourth, limbs of the business enterprise. Planning occupies the place of the brain. Planning occupies the place of brain in the human body, while staffing is like the limbs of enterprise. It is an important MCQ question. Staffing is a limb of an enterprise. Without them, activities cannot be done in an organization. Job satisfaction among staff. Due to staffing, the complaints, problems of the employees can be understood and speedy solution is possible. Proper planning and distribution of work creates feeling of job satisfaction among the employees. Sixth number, harmony in relationship. Staffing creates an environment of satisfaction. It creates an environment of satisfaction. It helps to establish cordial relationship between the employers and employees. It increases the prestige of the organization. A contented and efficient staff is invaluable assets. It is also important MCQ. A contented and efficient staff is an invaluable assets. It increases the prestige of organization. Continuous process. The existence of business is not possible without its staff. As long as business activities continue, staff and staffing process will also continue. Now, staffing as a part of human resource management. Human resource management is the process of planning for recruiting necessary staff and developing it for the achievement of enterprise objective. Most of the business enterprise nowadays consider their staffing department as HRM. Staffing department is now considered as a HRD, human resource department. Generally, staffing includes recruitment, selection and training. It also includes facilities, wage system and employees. While human resource management includes growth and development of personnel. Formerly, the meaning of staffing was confined to filling up of vacancies only, but today it has become a part of human resource management. The process of human resource management can be divided into two parts. First part is concerned with manpower planning. Second is with compensation and development of staff. First part is concerned with manpower planning. Second part is concerned with compensation and development of staff. First, in manpower planning, to plan for required staff in the organization and increase the staff through new appointments. According to the time and situation, necessary and selective reduction in staff. Third, appropriate placement of staff. Fourth, to keep the staff constantly active and enhance their knowledge. Now, second part related with compensation and development. To provide work-related training to the staff whenever necessary, to provide a conducive environment to the staff and also opportunity to improve their proficiency. To give proper compensation and benefits to the staff. To give proper compensation and benefits to the staff. To recognize work-related problems, find solutions and for the same and implement them. Now, process of staffing. According to an industrialist, contented, experienced, and creative and honest staff is an invaluable assets of business. It is an important MCQ question. Is considered as an invaluable assets. Right from the establishment of an organization, the function of recruitment of staff is important. Recruitment of staff should be done on the basis of suitable qualifications, skills, knowledge, and sincerity, and not on the basis of any influence, corruption, or nepotism. Now, meaning of recruitment. In ordinary sense, recruitment is the process of looking for probable employees and making them apply for the job. And in broader sense, recruitment is the process of acquiring at the right time, in the right number, in the right place, person with the right qualification. Now, sources of recruitment. There are main two sources of recruitment, internal source and external source. This question is important for 5 marks. Internal source: promotion, transfer, friends and relatives of employee, recalling retrenched employee, promotion, transfer, waiting list. External factors: through advertisement, through employment exchange, through educational institutes, through trade unions, through contractors and jobbers, recruitment at the gate, and modern methods. Now, first, internal source. In internal source, first one is promotion. Whenever any post is vacant or any new position is created, promotion should be given by the management on the basis of work of the existing employee, his ability, honesty, skill, loyalty, and qualification. By promotion, employees will boost their morale and their loyalty. Promotion also result in increase in salary, status, power, and responsibility of worker. Transfer. If there is any shortage of employee in one department, it can be rectified by transferring to it the surplus employee of another department. Keeping in mind their qualification, in this way shortage of employees can be rectified. Friends and relatives of employees. Whenever a vacancy comes up in organization, employees are asked to recommend their qualified friends and relatives to the post. Recruitment is made after receiving application from them. This helps to boost the morale of the employee and they feel proud to be a part of the recruitment process. Now, fourth number, recalling retrenched employee. Former employees who are retrenched because of some reason or who have joined elsewhere voluntarily can also be recalled by the management on the basis of their experience, knowledge, and efficiency. Promotion with transfer. Under this system, existing employee can be transferred with promotion to another branch under the same management on the basis of their efficiency, experience, and loyalty. An employee can be transferred with promotion to his native place or any other place of his choice. This will boost the morale and enthusiasm of the employees. Waiting list. It is important for 2 mark. What is waiting list? A waiting list is the list of candidates who had applied in the past but could not be absorbed. Such a list is useful to recruitment at a later date. This list is known as a waiting list. This helps to avoid the advertisement and recruitment process all over again. And as and when required, candidate can be recruited from this list as per their order of merit. It avoids the advertisement expense and recruitment process all over again. External sources. External sources first. Through advertisement, it is an effective alternative for recruitment. Applications are invited through advertisement in newspaper, business journals, and periodicals. Application of these candidates can also apply online after seeing the advertisement on internet, TV, or websites. A large number of applications can be received. Benefit of advertisement: a large number of applications can be received from distant corners for the country. Right candidate can be selected by this method. Second, through employment exchange. Public and private employment exchange prepare a list of prospective candidates who are unemployed and in search of jobs, keeping in mind the details like name, address, qualification, experience, skill, etc. The employment exchange provide a list of such qualified but unemployed candidate. As and when asked, it means employment exchange work as a list between prospective candidate and business enterprise. Third number, through educational institutes. Many enterprises take recruitment by this method in modern times. Technological institutes, contact college and universities, conduct campus recruitment, and provide specialized and knowledgeable personnel to the business organization. The required personnel can be recruited by obtaining names from the heads of the concerned institutes by campus interviews. Such placement camps are arranged every year at various institutes like IIM, IIT. Fourth number, through trade unions. Trade unions make a list of employees of an organization. Sometimes when there is less work or due to any other reason, workers are retrenched. Due to increase in workload, whenever the need arises for more employees, such retrenched workers can be recruited with the help of trade unions. Through contractors. In this system, a contract is made between the business enterprise and the contractor for the supply of workers. The contractor takes the responsibility of arranging workers. The contractor is in constant contact with the various types of laborers. As and when required, he arranges for laborers at fair wages. This often happens with workers for construction industry, mining industry, and tea plantation. In this method, there is a possibility of workers being exploited. Generally, unskilled laborers are supplied by this method. Sixth number, recruitment at the gate. Workers can be recruited by business enterprise by placing a notice at the factory gate. This method is more suitable for daily laborers. Now, modern method. In modern times, recruitment can be made by the use of internet. Various agencies register the biodata of prospective candidate on their website. Whenever there is a vacancy, these agencies or the business unit can use this facility to get the required candidate. For this, all the procedures are done online like application, exams, results, and appointments. In this method, the candidate can take maximum benefit if he is well versed with computer and internet. Generally, this method is suitable for skilled employees.